y'all. Thank you for coming back. I'm Gina.
I'm Earl.
And you have once again reached Two Idiots and 20 Acres. This is our video or our channel about how not to homestead, how not to build a homestead, and all the things that you should probably avoid doing. We're going to go ahead and do them for you so that you don't have to go through all of that. This video is how to live in your car. In case anybody was interested in living in their car, we have done that. And I wouldn't say that it's a 24/7, 365 thing. We're weekend warriors right now, and so we would come up here. And originally we were going to, because it's a 3-hour ride from our house, we were trying to figure out how to stay here and instead of driving and losing 3 hours and having, it's 6 hours that you're losing. And so we started with, since we have our tractor now on our property in her little home, we started with, why don't we stay at a local hotel, motel?
Bad idea.
Such bad ideas. So many of them. This was a bad idea. So we found a motel. The beginning part of this video is what happened that night and why it was so easy for us to transition to sleeping in the car. This is like Blair Witch. In case we don't make it, y'all, we are at the Quality Inn and Suites. I'm having flashbacks of the Evergreen Motel on Veterans. That's what it kind of reminds me of. I'm not gonna lie.
I think that's that.
Huh?
I think it's that.
That one looks a little bit more lit up. That one looks a little... No, I'm not gonna lie. They both look like crack houses. Oh. Shit's just falling down. Get the fudge out of here. Look at that. That's why she doesn't have people on the side. Did they not fix it up from the tornado?
No.
Look at this. There's a toilet. Good color slippers. It's like what's in those bikinis. That's yucky. Good color blanket too. Oh, I'm checking this shit for bed bugs. You better believe it. You better freaking believe it. What was that? Can you come here? What the hell is that? What the hell is that? What the hell? Get a piece of toilet paper and just cover it up. And don't touch it. I'm gonna rest in here. I feel like there's a lot of humidity. Just cover it up and pretend it's not. Oh! It's glue.
It's glue.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Alright, let's check for bed bugs. We thought ahead this time with PTSD from the last motel we were at. Got my own blanket, so I'll be sleeping in my clothes with my boots on. I don't know if I can do this 2 nights in a row. No, it is more freaking drugs and God knows what else going on. A little sketchy. This place though was very frightening. There was a toilet in the middle of the room in a
different room.
Not our room, although that might have been an improvement. There was a lot going on. So there was a lot of mold, some
Foreign substance.
weird foreign substance that was, oh dear God, downright frightening. The silver lining to this was that we were forced to actually drive the car down the driveway. So now,
No, we did that before.
no, we did not. We did not.
Just because you didn't want to.
Because someone was afraid that we were going to get stuck. And so we would park on the street and haul all of our stuff down here. But the reasoning was, now that we have the tractor, if we get stuck, we can pull ourselves out. And that was what I was told. Once we realized that we were going to be living in the car, we thought, ha ha, we should probably get some supplies. And so we went to the nearest Dollar General and bought some things and made up our bed. The first night, though, we had egg crates that were about this thick.
No, the first night we had nothing.
We had nothing.
We had nothing. We had a blanket,
We had a
pillows.
blanket. Okay, we had a blanket and pillows, which were very nice. But
Then we added the egg
then
crate.
we were like, okay, we need egg crates and we need some stuff here. And so I think we found a Walmart in Laurel and we bought all the things that we needed. And then we just kept buying more egg crates because I felt like the princess in the pea. It was rough. It was rough. And the first night that we were there, the first 2 weeks, the first couple of nights that we were there, it was really cold outside, which was fine. Like at some point, a couple of weeks into this, the weather changed drastically and it was hot. And me being claustrophobic, I spazzed out. I don't know what happened. I just woke up and I was like, I couldn't breathe. And then we were on like 3 stacks of foam padding. And so I was really close to the ceiling and I woke up and had a complete total panic attack. Couldn't roll down the window. And so I just like opened the car door in the middle of the night and the car alarm went off. And if you've never been in the middle of nowhere, every little sound is really loud. And then he was trying to find the keys to turn off the alarm, which he couldn't find. I don't know. I lost it. I lost it.
Yes, you did.
And then, so then we figured out that we leave the car on with a carbon monoxide detector because, my friend's like, oh, you're going to die. So I have that planted in my head now. The anxiety is through the roof at this point. And so we figured it out, as always, that we left the car running because I have to have cold air blowing in my face. It's a non-negotiable. Have to have air in my face or I will spaz the heck out. And that is video, I think, of Earl trying to keep the car running. Yeah. So thank God for rear AC.
Why you filming? Why you filming? I think the side's wrong. It's okay. We'll still get a little cross ventilation. Okay. Could turn the car on.
I don't know if that's, I don't want to kill the battery. It was nice. It was like camping. But,
In your car.
in the car. And to me, look, this is a big deal because this time, like just a few years ago, Roughing It to me was black and white TV. So this is huge, okay? Little campfires and all the stuff that we did. But I'm going to tell you what, waking up in the morning, because as soon as the sun comes up, I just wake up because, I'm like, oh, my eyes start fluttering open, and then I realize I'm in the car. And so at that point, it's just wake time. But it was my favorite thing to do in the morning would be to just roll down the window and just listen to all the birds and all the wildlife outside of the car. And at that point, we realized we needed another tent because we had Bonnie in one tent, and Bonnie takes up the entire tent from can to can, left to right. And so we were starting to acquire stuff. We're still acquiring stuff. And so we bought another one of those tents. Now we have the condo and the big house. This took a long time today. We wound up having to buy a ladder, but that's okay. Now we have one. So Bonnie's gonna go in there, and all our other stuff is gonna go in here, which I think is a good thing. And we have our trailer, and I think we're gonna put the shower that we're gonna build a tent shower right there in the middle. And there we go. We've got everything we need to, but still need to get the big tiny house because it's not all that much fun sleeping in there. These tents were really good. They did go through a drought. I found that the one that we bought for Bonnie was very light colored. The one that we got was a smaller one just to house things that we didn't want to transport back and forth, was a darker gray. The gray one, what happened to it?
Rotted.
It was just like a dry rot, and like all of a sudden you could just kind of see through it. Not a huge problem. What we did, being from New Orleans, we're like masters of tarp.
The redneck way.
It is the redneck way. And so we put the tarps over both of them because they were just starting to split. They didn't last all that long, but they've so far done the job. And now our main motivation is, after the tiny house is done, to clear all the rest of the property, not all the 20 acres, but just like we have a section that we're going to clear out where we're going to put the barn and the actual farmhouse when we get to that part. But the next goal is to have our pole barn built so that we can put like all the stuff that we're acquiring now, which is considerable. Everybody kept asking us about sleeping in the car. This was another reason why I wanted to start this whole YouTube thing. Like, yes, we sleep in the car, but it's not that bad. Like I would say,
It's not that bad.
We're sleeping in the car, but it's not that bad. It really wasn't that bad as long as I had the AC. And so I decided to go ahead and film, like, this is our process. This is what we do. We pull up, we unpack everything, and we make the bed in the back of the car. I have a Pathfinder, and so it's 3 rows. So the first 2 rows go down, and y'all, we are little people. If there's anybody out there, I know most people out there are probably subscribed because they're friends of ours or whatever, and that, thank you. But there are a couple of people that I don't know, and we're tiny, like 5'3" max, 5'7". So fitting in the back of the car was not an issue. And so at that point, and that's kind of right why we call it the Shire, because we're like little hobbits up here running around. But yeah, so I filmed what we do. So the bedroom's been made up. Everything stores away in our little tent. Bonnie, our tractor, is in there. That's the little bathroom tent that we have. We're not going to talk about that. And I'm going to get changed, climb up in our bed, and wait till morning. Hopefully this is the last time. So this is where we have to get creative and acrobatic. I'll have to take my shoes off and climb up through here without getting dirt in the car or in the bed, and closing the door as fast as I can so the bugs don't get in. Easily done. And and then you can see why we call ourselves 2 idiots and 20 acres. Sidebar, if there are children in the room, this is probably a good time to ask them to leave. Okay. My shoe up. It's impossible trying to do this while holding the camera, I'll tell you that. You do it. Go ahead. That's your belt. I thought,
That was my
I swear, I thought you were being gross. Oh my God, this is why we don't get things done. Roll in, tuck and roll. Use the grab bar. If you were ever wondering what that's for, you know. Oh God, okay, hold the phone.
I say, you gotta turn it off before I fucking take my pants off. When you already thought.
Oh God, ow, ow. Okay, stop.
Oh, I forgot to open it. I got to open the moon roof. Can you open the moon roof?
Yep. Is it opening?
Yep.
Okay.
What is this? Oh, get you ass off of me.
Oh, okay. That was funny. We're in. We have the, what is that, the carbon monoxide detector?
Yes.
Safety first. And the air stays on all night so that I don't freak out like I did last time. Okay. All right. I'm kind of gonna miss this. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'll leave in a little bit. All right. Well, hopefully tomorrow we'll have our tiny house. We can get out of this tiny car. Good night. Okay. Yeah. So that is that is life on the pre-homestead or pre-farmer. I don't even know. People ask me, like, what are you calling it? Is it a homestead? Is it a farm? Is it, I don't know what the heck it is or where we're going, because every time we make plans, things change. Sometimes 4 or 5 times in like a day. So it's what we do. So yeah, so the end of this video is just us surviving until we get the tiny house. The next video is clearing the land. So the next video is going to be a lot of our LS tractor.
Me driving in circles.
Him driving in circles. I'm going to tell you what. I gave up the sports car for the tractor and I don't regret it. I love the tractor. I love the tractor. So yeah, we did a lot of clearing in order to clear space for this tiny house. We'll get into that whole fiasco next time. Should have cleared a lot more, but you know,
Well,
we know now.
We were told it was okay.
I know we were told a lot of things. So yeah, so the next video is going to be how to clear your land. And then after that comes the tiny house. And my goal is, and I don't know if it's going to happen because I'm trying to be realistic, but I'm still hopeful. My goal is to try by the end of this year to have these videos up to date so that as we're filming and putting stuff out, it's more of a
Current.
yeah, it's current, it's live. It's not live, but it's what we're doing currently, and not constantly going back to all the footage that we had before. So I'm trying to catch
We're
up on
getting
that.
close.
We are getting pretty close because there was a lull between when we got the tiny house and did all the insulation, and then we just kind of stopped because of electricity issues. Um,
Generator.
we had a generator. We had two.
We like blue.
So yeah, so the next one is going to be on how to clear some property so that you can fit a tiny house on your land. So thank you for spending time with us. And if you don't mind, hit like and subscribe. I know there's a bell icon on there somewhere in case you're really interested in getting notifications every time we post something. There should be a significant amount of videos coming up because I am trying to get everything caught up to current. So we'll see what happens because I still have to run a business, teach full time, and get all of this up and running without killing ourselves.
You can call me. I'll come hang out at your house while she's doing all of that.
Yeah. All right. See you in the next video. Thank you.